Hello. It's my day off, and I know what you're thinking, Mike. Where the heck are you? It's raining, it looks cold. Yeah, it's raining and it's 40 degrees out right now. I'm at City Walk. That sign right there says City Walk. You can't tell because it's raining. No, I'm in a part of City Walk where not many people go to. This is right where the stage is. As soon as you walk in, no one ever comes down this way. I mean, in the busier times, yeah. But for the most part, this little area right down the water here, no one really comes to. So it's a nice place to break from the crowds. And that's what we're doing here today. The main goal of this video is to show the places that I've found that are awesome to escape the crowds. A lot of these places, there's no foot traffic there at all. So let's go, let's have some fun. Let's go see some spots that I like to go to escape the crowds. And most importantly, let's go enjoy the day. I'm really curious to see if the cold weather is gonna keep anybody away. Hey, how are you? Good. Oh, jeez. Sorry about that. But of course I would drop my phone and make a fool of myself. Now, I usually always start by going down New York. I just love going to the New York section. But I'm gonna actually go down this way towards Hollywood Boulevard. So I decided to take a little stroll into Central Park because this area is always like free of people. Most times, I'd say 90% of the time, you can escape the crowds, kind of chill out, relax over in this area. And there's only like 2 people in front of me right now. Someone like me that needs to take a break from the crowd and the hustle and bustle, this place is like perfect to come to. If you see, this is where the setup is for part of the viewing area for Sensational, the nighttime show. Yeah, not many people hang out here during the day, but it is a good spot to sit. Maybe grab a drink, maybe some food, and you can just chill out here and relax. It is super cold today, and it's actually kind of shocking how cold it is. The last week really has been in the 40s. We got down to the 30s even. It's not my favorite. I enjoy the summertime more than I do the wintertime. You got to be able to soak in these cold moments while you can in Florida, because we're about to hit that 80-90 degree temperature, feels like 100 degree temperature, and sweat our tushes off. So I get to wear hoodies, and I love hoodies. So a 15-minute wait for Men in Black Alien Attack. The single rider lane is open. I'm just gonna jump in. Now I'm just gonna go. Nice, we got a suit, baby. Galaxy Defender. Speaking of dead areas of the park, there's some construction walls around the bathroom over this way. But man, if you want alone time, just come over by the former Fear Factor stage. You can do whatever you want over here. Well, not whatever you want. Don't take that as a challenge. I love finding spots like this in theme parks because we all know theme parks are super populated every single day. There's some light days of the year, for the most part, crawling with people 100% of the time. Even today, no festival going on, no event going on. The weather's kind of not the greatest. It's still a pretty busy park day. Just being able to find these little spots in a very heavily populated park where there's nobody around, and just to sit on a planter and relax, take in the day, enjoy your time here. I love finding spots like this. Mom, spaghetti. So I recently stayed at Universal's Epic Universe Stella Nova Resort, and that's literally right across the street from Epic Universe. And you could hear the sounds of the park, the sounds of the ride, kind of like we're hearing from Kang and Kodo's right there, which is so nuts to me that none of us have experienced it yet. But there's dialogue and there's sounds and there's noises that are now gonna become the new normal, and stuff that everyone's gonna make memories about, people are gonna quote. This is gonna be a really cool year for Universal, very cool year for Orlando, and a very cool year for theme park enthusiasts. Another spot, which is surprisingly very empty right now, is the concert venue in Universal Studios. I'm sitting right in the middle and there's barely anybody here. This is the stage where the concerts are gonna happen for Mardi Gras. Cool lineup. There's a couple of people that I'm definitely interested in seeing. All right, leaving Universal, and now I'm gonna pop my way over to Islands of Adventure. There's a theme of this video, finding spots that no one ever goes to and that you can come to for some R&R and relaxing and to escape the people. This is the one in City Walk right here. So we're pretty much right in front of Hard Rock, right over there. There's Rip Ride Rocket right in front of us over here. And of course the Universal Globe over this way. And it overlooks the water. So you can see the water taxis. It's a nice view. There's usually no one chilling out over here. Of course, in the busier times, it's gonna be a little harder to escape the crowds, but there's no one over here. This is actually pretty nice. All is right in the world when I hear the entrance music to Islands of Adventure. Let's go. And just like always, the adventure begins. I will say this until the day they market this. I want this in my house somewhere. I want it on a t-shirt. I want to buy things with this on it. There are multiple spots in Islands Adventure to find ways to break from the crowd, and this is definitely that spot. It's right in the beginning of the park too, and honestly, not only does it get you away from the crowds and, you know, give you some relaxing time to just chill out, it gives you one of the best views of the whole theme park right here. There goes Velocicoaster and the Mosasaurus roll. Nice. Now, tucked away in the back parts of Marvel Superhero Island is one of the best spots to break away from the crowd. Pretty much when you see the entrance to Spider-Man, just walk across the street and it's right back this way. And I can guarantee, I've been here on the busiest days, and this place is usually completely empty, free of people, and there's even some seating over this way where you can just chill out, hang out, and escape the crowds. Look at this. There goes Velocicoaster right there. But look at this view, man. Like, can you beat this? Can you beat this at all? Across the way is Mythos restaurant, which is a phenomenal restaurant, by the way. You have Seuss Landing over this way. An awesome view of Hulk coaster right here. Look at this. The water, it's beautiful. You could just sit here and like talk about life if you wanted and just look over the water. What is life, man? So I'm out here in Toon Lagoon. There's one more spot back this way where you can really escape the crowds. It's really for dining if you order at the Comic Strip Cafe. It's right behind the Universal Pass Holder Lounge, kind of over by Dudley Do-Right's Ripsaw Falls, which is also running right now. Are people insane? Anyways, there's a whole seating area over here where you can kind of escape the crowds too. I've come here on plenty of occasions and sat down and eaten a protein bar or two. In fact, I've sat at this table multiple times and enjoyed a Quest bar. I actually used to call this my Quest bar station because I used to come here and eat my protein bars. And I never really told that to anyone, ever, except now. There's a 5-minute wait for Dudley Do-Right's Ripsaw Falls, and it's open and there's people riding the ride. Are people insane? Hypothermia! I cannot believe there are people on this ride. That one's empty. This ride gets you completely drenched from head to toe. Oh my gosh. Those people are so brave. I don't think there's a dollar amount that you can give me to get me on this ride today in this weather. Well, maybe there is a dollar amount, but oh my gosh, that's insane. I'm getting kind of hungry, so I'm gonna pop into Thunder Falls Terrace, which is actually a safe spot for me because you can get a lot of healthier options here. I mean, not the greatest, but healthier in the grand scheme of theme park food. You can get some healthier options that are loaded with protein in here. They actually have something new that I want to try, so let's head in. And the food has arrived. This is awesome. This is a brand new item. It's called sancocho chicken soup. It's homemade roasted chicken broth soup with plantains, potatoes, carrots, and cilantro rice, and seasoned corn. This looks great. The soup made sense on this really cold day, and like I said, it's a brand new item, so I wanted to try it out. This soup is actually pretty great, and the best thing about it is that it's a healthier option. So I did some digging and like kind of just got a general idea of the macros pretty much of sancocho, just a general bowl of it. So we're looking at 43.2 grams of carbs, which isn't the greatest. That's 39% of your daily intake right there. It's got rice in it, it has potatoes, it has plantains. Those are where your carbs come from, especially the corn. 16.4 grams of fat. That's 33% of your daily intake as well. Not too bad, especially if you're doing like a 3-meal diet. But the greatest thing about this is there's 30.7 grams of protein. That's awesome. That's great. That means this dish is loaded with protein. It'll get you going throughout the day, especially during a theme park day. That soup was great, man. That was awesome. Perfect warm up on this day. Made my way into Jurassic Park / Jurassic World, because there's one little spot over here that if you can get into it, it does kind of break you away from the crowd as Velocicoaster goes over my head. So this is probably the most populated one of the spots where I go to kind of just chill out and escape the crowds. Usually this bridge that connects the Lost Continent to Jurassic World is pretty empty. I'm just gonna say this right now, there are no places in Hogsmeade to escape the people. Just kidding, there's one spot in Hogsmeade that can get you away from the people, but you have to go through the restaurant. Give me one sec. To get to the one spot in Hogsmeade where you can escape the people, you have to go behind this restaurant, Three Broomsticks. I know it's hard to believe because not only is this land super busy, but there's always a line to get into the Three Broomsticks, but believe me, there's one spot. So you're gonna go to the right of Three Broomsticks, through this race, and they say Green God's Bank automated teller machine right here. And you can come back this way, there's places to eat back here. Right back this way behind Three Broomsticks. If you do order food here, this could be the spot where you eat it. It's a good spot to just come if you really need to take a break from the people and get away from people. You can come right back here. It's right across from where we just were at the bridge connecting Jurassic Park and the Lost Continent. This is a hidden gem, especially in Hogsmeade, where there's so many people and there's always bottlenecks. Usually, most days, especially on slower days, this place is completely empty. So, nice little hidden gem of Islands of Adventure. Along with the entrance to the park that says the adventure begins, there's this that I wish they sold some sort of merchandise with. This is so awesome. I want this in my house somewhere. There are actually a few places to escape the crowds in Lost Continent. I'm in one of them right now. So right now I'm standing behind the talking water fountain. This used to be the entrance to the Sinbad show over this way, and it's closed off. The Sinbad theater is just sitting there untouched right now. But yeah, this is one of those spots where you can definitely escape the crowds. It's a smaller area. It's not as big as the other ones. So this next spot where I go to just kind of chill out and escape the crowds right now is obviously my favorite. The thing is, I don't know how long this one's going to be around for, because this used to be an attraction and I don't know how long it's going to stay like this, because there's always rumors about something that's going to pop up here next. But right now, this is like the perfect spot to get away from everyone, no matter how busy the park is, because it's just an attraction that doesn't exist anymore. This right here, oh man. I'm so sad that this attraction is gone. I loved this attraction so much. Poseidon's Fury. It was a walkthrough attraction where you can walk through this beautiful, beautiful temple right here. Yeah, was it cheesy? Was the ending really... Let's just say the technology was dated a lot. But man, this attraction, it was beautiful through and through. I loved it so much. And it has, let's be real, one of the most impressive and beautiful facades to any attraction in any of the world. I will put that one up against anything. Isn't it sad that this is just one of the most beautiful parts of this park that it's completely unused? Look at the detail in the building. And again, another reason why this is one of my favorite parts of the park, to just escape the people, because you kind of get to enjoy this massive, highly detailed building all to yourself. Now, I am excited to see whatever is going to replace this section of park. The replacement theory that everyone's going through right now, the big rumor, is obviously Legend of Zelda, which I am totally for. I'm a huge Zelda fan. I've played every game. I know a lot of people say Majora's Mask is the best. Sorry guys, Wind Waker will always be number one. Until then, I'm just gonna come over here, soak in the views of my probably one of my favorite attractions, and just relax and escape the people. A relic of the past. Look how awesome this looks. This is so cool. Now there's one more spot in the Lost Continent where you can escape the people, and I'm gonna go there right now. So this is the entrance to the restaurant, Mythos restaurant. Very good healthy options in there too. Just like at Three Broomsticks, this kind of moment of solitude of park is actually one of the prettiest parts of the park, but it's right back behind Mythos restaurant. And already you can see that there's literally no one back here. It's kind of cool. It's very, very pretty. If you look at this area, there's places to sit right there. There's benches. There's obviously all this cool rock work right over here. And what's even more cool is there's this bridge over here that looks at this waterfall, into the lagoon, and then out into the rest of the park, just like the other views over there. There's Velocicoaster going right there. And behind us is the exit pretty much to Mythos restaurant. This spot, man, for the last like 3 years, I've come over here. Sometimes I would go grab a coffee over at Starbucks and come bring it over here. Kind of the creepy thing is though, you can hear there's some growling going on under here. Let me see if you can hear it. Do you hear that? That is the sound of trolls under the bridge. And this guy is just, he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders. I feel you, bud. The cool thing about this area too is that it extends. It's just like multiple sections to it where you can just pick your spot. And if that one's taken by somebody, go to the next one. Here's another one that's kind of more secluded as well. This is where, you could have a romantic like picnic or a romantic conversation or just something romantic, I think. That's what this area says to me. Anyways, behind us is Seuss Landing. Forever now, Seuss Landing is going to be called the most romantic place on earth. This is where you fall in love, ladies and gentlemen. Honk honkers. There is one spot in Seuss Landing that is the perfect spot to escape the crowds. So to get to this super secret spot that no one goes to, it's not a secret. It's just a place that no one goes to. If you're looking at the Cat in the Hat ride right over there, you're going to go to the right and you're going to see cats and hats and things. Oh, you're going to turn left this way. This is a good spot because it has tons of seating where you can just sit and literally no one comes over here at all. I've been here multiple times. I've never seen anyone just come out here and sit and chill. This right here, this entrance is for team members to go in and out of. Other than that, you have to listen to sometimes the creepy laughs of Thing 1 and Thing 2. Yeah, okay. So if you can go to sleep at night after hearing that, then this is the spot for you. Also, there's an egg here. This is from Horton Hatches the Egg. Hello, you have nothing to do and I need a rest. Would you like to sit on the egg in my nest? Yeah, so just doing my part to help Horton there, and let's get through here. Okay, that was great. Oh, it's starting to rain. I gotta put this camera away. And the adventure lives on. That's a really good outro, actually. Does anyone use that? Someone probably uses that. I'm gonna start doing it. I'm gonna use it in this video right now. That was my day. That was awesome. Anytime I come out here to Universal or any of the theme parks, really, it's a good day. But the cool part was I got to take the camera along and film the spots that I like to go to escape the crowds. Hopefully, if anyone watched this, you can use those tips to your advantage and escape the crowds when you need to as well. Not only if you come by yourself, but families too. Families with kids, or even like a couple that wants to come here. Sometimes you just need to get away from everybody else. The spots I showed are perfect for that. Anyways, it's cold, it's rainy. I'm gonna end this video right now with my new outro. You ready? I gotta rehearse this before I say it. Actually, I'm gonna do it in one take because I'm that professional. Guys, thanks for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, I really appreciate that. I never would force anyone to watch my stuff. If you are at this point in the video, thank you so much. That means a lot. I appreciate you coming along for the ride with me. Stay hydrated, and remember, the adventure lives on. That was cheesy. I don't know if I'm ever gonna do that again. Stop it.